What's going on, everybody? All right, so today I want to talk about Superman in general. As always, if you're new to the channel, turn that notification on, hit that subscribe, and let's get into it. All right, so look, today I just want to talk about Superman, but in the cinematic universe. All right, I'm just talking about and focusing on live action, not the shows, not the comics, not the cartoons, or anything. And right now, I just want to focus on three individuals, and you already know who they are. The first one is Christopher Reeve. Let's focus on him real quick. He was good for his time. Growing up as a kid, I was never into Superman, but seeing him everywhere at the time was just amazing. And at the same time, seeing that Superman, a character that's very iconic, growing up with the toys and, the comics at the time and stuff like that, it was good for its time. Now, let's focus on Henry Cavill. When we saw Man of Steel in 2013 and what Zack Snyder kicked off, was something different. It was something original, something unique, and this was a different, more modern type of Superman. And with that, a lot of changes came with it, which as a fan, I really enjoyed. Now, before Zack Snyder introduced me as a fan to Superman, I was never a fan of Superman. And I've said this before. Thanks to Zack Snyder, I was able to see what this vision of Superman is, and I want more of it. That's why I appreciate what Zack Snyder gave us, because he was ahead of the game and he was just doing things different, because this was a different modern take on Superman, and he just wasn't exaggerated like we've seen. Of course, Superman has always been that type of character where his powers and his abilities are way too strong. But here we see that there's a human side to him, and of course, he's an alien, but at the same time, it's just something unique that Zach created and he gave us with this character. And I, as a fan, I'm able to appreciate that. And I'm able to say, you know what? I like this character, even though I've never been fond to the character of Superman. And seeing how Henry Cavill brought that character into this world, into this universe, and how he unfolded everything under the direction of Zack Snyder, it was amazing. And yes, I get it. There's some parts that are too dark in the sense where, like, he snaps Zod's neck and, he's just a little bit more brute and stuff like that. But me as a fan, and many like that, because it's something that we can say, well, he's doing what he has to do, and it's like, it is what it is. In this universe, focus within the Snyderverse, this Superman has to do what he has to do at all costs. And that's why I, as a Superman fan, have even grown to appreciate this character even more along with the actor. And now moving to the times that we're in, under what James Gunn is going to be doing with David Cornsweet. Honestly, I want to be positive and I want to be able to like Superman, but just seeing what James Gunn is doing with this character, first, the costume is just not, I'm just not feeling it, honestly. The actor, I don't know. I've never seen his work and stuff like that, but just seeing on the images of what's behind the scenes and what's been leaking, I'm just not feeling this Superman. And I get it. This is a more modern, if you want to say, type of society character of this generation. But honestly, I'm just not up to the times and I just don't like this change. Everything was good with Henry Cavill. There was no need to reboot and to change and get away from what we've already had. And seeing what we got with, Justice League, seeing that version of Superman, and then what we see with Zack Snyder, in the Snyder Cut, is just completely different. But I enjoyed both of those versions more than what we're getting now with David Cornsweet. And I get it. We haven't seen the trailer. We haven't seen the movie yet at the time of this recording. But just seeing these images just don't convince me. Knowing from James Gunn and his movies and his history that all he likes to do is disrespect the character. He doesn't care about the character. He doesn't care about anything when it really comes to the source material, because James Gunn has admitted that characters like these are stupid to him and he doesn't appreciate that. I and many fans are not convinced with this new Superman. As always, drop your comments, hit that subscribe, and until next time.